Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What once was a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. We got the little gremlins. They're peeking out from the corners now. Oh, and hi, buddy. How you doing up there? How'd you get up there? Maybe Stella's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real. I mean, except for the ones we can actually see right now. And the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Your fists have gotten you this far. If there's something in there, you can take it. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. So often the ghosts in the stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghosts metaphors too? Ooh, that's a good question. It really is an interesting dichotomy of traits that I've got going on. You know, giving some analytical thought to the metaphor of everything. And it's like, but I'll pound it into the dust. I got my fists. Just as his exterior was intimidating, in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. I actually looked into it, and there is a town in America that did elect their dog as mayor, and I think that that is fantastic. Hey, Oscar, you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply after before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Ah, by God, Oscar. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on the stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. Will ya, though? Will ya? I've come fully loaded. I got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salts, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Wow. YouTube does me paying her more than some other folks. And you've got your spectre-sniffing compatriot at your side, too. This nose can sniff out any no-well-do we might find, whether spirit or scoundrel. God, I love Gretchen. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. My wife and I are both kind of on the same page in that they will never enter this house. I'm not the most superstitious or most paranormal believing fella out there, but no. No. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have the stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? That's a good question. Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Avery! Oh, I forgot we invited Avery. That's fantastic. That's like a whole new dimension to this, I think. I don't think in any of my other playthroughs did we have Avery join us. Oh, that's great. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Glad there'll be someone else with a level head in there tonight. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. It's got all the lights and the doodads and there's blinking. Spirit box, parabolic microphone, you all really covered your bases. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all really, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there. I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. I gotta say, okay, pause on the whole game thing. I just gotta say that the audio issues that I had, my God, blessing in disguise, because the solution that I went with in ditching the mixing board and just going with a preamp, I don't know if it makes any difference to you, but just in my monitor headphones here, what a difference. It's so clean. I love it. All right. Anyway, sorry. I just had to take, like, admiring my own voice. It's a little bit narcissistic, but damn. Anyway, yeah, last night was very, I don't know what we, I'm just going to leave it open for interpretation. I'm not going to deny, not going to accept. Just, I don't know what we saw. Same here. It was so dark and cramped in there, I can't be sure anything I heard or saw wasn't just part of the long drawn-out panic attack. Good thing I got audio of the knocking. Real proof that we had a paranormal encounter. Or proof that the rocks were shifting around us preceding a cave-in. One of these things is just slightly more likely than the other. But that's what's so great about this stuff. It's fun to be terrified, you know? Oh, don't go rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I going to forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. Me too. Zane's the fucking goat. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for some answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. My, oh my, this certainly is a lot of humans for one little old ghost hunt. I do hope this means my dear Stella will be safe this evening, and whatever foul creatures lurk in the shadows choose to prey on someone else. That's right, Gretchen. You don't have to be the fastest in the group, you just have to be faster than the slowest when a bear is chasing you. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and... That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us once she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. I will follow you anywhere. Hey, human! Kick ghost ass, okay? I missed my special tree. Oh, there you are. Hi, Pixel. You screechers. Oh, you're behind the ears. Oh, yes. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading toward the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? You. Rosalina. Let the girl choose. Let her come with us. It's her house, too. Yes, I agree. Oh, Gretchen. Sorry, it's Gretchen. Yes, I agree. It's best to give this pup the chance to face her obstacles head on. Take it from an old soul like me. Yeah, I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The doctors did say I should encourage you to practice walking. Okay, you can come along, but if you get tired or it starts to hurt, you let me know right away. Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. Wow, this is a full living room. I think we made some good decisions during this playthrough that we wind up with this many people. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Oh, God, I do love that. Like a nice, crisp winter, snow falling, sitting by the window reading a book. It's just ideal. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. You got a little peeker. Hi, peeker. I see you. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Ah, Tabitha's here. Wow. I got an achievement. Go ghost hunting with the maximum number of participants. Holy, yeah. I didn't, man, a third playthrough through, I managed to get a new achievement. How awesome is that? Seems I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Fucking Gretchen's face right now. Holy, Tabby. Great. She's here. Wow, Hamper Butt, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. And I'm just saying, Tabitha, you do have, like, this house that is unoccupied that you go to just get away from it all. It could be someplace that you offer up for Oscar and his family so they don't have to be sleeping in the fucking library. I'm just saying, there's that, you know, community thing going. Yeah, I know. We all know. Hamper Butt. What made you think inviting her was a good... Okay, Kaneeks. Let's dial that down. I mean, she's in the room. Let's just dial it down. And this is the kind of thing you ask after she's gone. What? I like her. We're friends. Yeah. I'm being nice to her. Oh, that's a vindictive smile. That's damn right. Really? Yeah, so what? Like, it's weird to be friends with your cousin? Wow, Hamper Butt, do you have any idea how hard it is to get these two in the same room? This is amazing. Yeah, I can tell. It's freaking oil and water going on here. Yeah, amazing. That's a word for it. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. You know what? Me too. I live 3,000 miles away from the town that I I went to high school, and I miss it. I miss some of the folks, but damn, sometimes it is nice to just like, nope, I'm not a part of any of this. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh dear, could someone please warm the air back up? My joints are creaking in this dreadful chill. Wait, is it just me, or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does, I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. All through my body. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Goes to scary because I'm here. You know. Yeah, let's explore this one. If the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. So that's one bad part about not having the mixing board anymore, is I can't do that echoey effect thing. And I would get a replacement to do that, but honestly, like, I don't want to dirty this audio up. I mean, it's so clean now. So we'll just have to deal without the echo. Maybe I'll find a software thing that I can put on a keypad or something. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. All right. Remain silent. None of those seem like options that I'm cool with. It's not even that cold. Some ghost. Pretty pathetic if you ask me. Don't antagonize it. I mean, if it exists. Not that I'm questioning you, spirit that may or may not haunt this house. Good save. You totally confused the ghost with mind games. Maybe we should antagonize it. Might be a good way to figure out how to bust it, you know? Not a bad idea. Oscar, why don't you take the lead? What's the best way to confront the apparition? Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. That feeling again. Like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Do you mean this massive blood stain? It stinks to high heaven. Yeesh, that's got to be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? Oh! Oh! Shot across the bow! Successful hit. I don't see how that's relevant. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Ooh, good idea. That was like both her and I saying that. Ooh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Gretchen says it's a bloodstain. Ghost blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over your floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Hamper, Butt, and Stella are suggesting. It's not me. It's Gretchen. You'd be wise to listen to the dog. Which is, like, honestly, one of the biggest reasons to get the talking to animals trait in this game is just, like, Gretchen is such a huge, wise component to everything. Listen to the dogs. Except for the mayor. I don't know. Ghost blood sounds pretty intense. Have y'all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in their carpet. I made sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? What if there's something written under there? Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. There we go! Are we digging? Let me help. This is my area of expertise, after all. Oh, dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. 4, 8, 6, 15, 16, 23, 42. Deep cut. Is it a deep cut? Hey. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. We're going down there, right? Fuck yeah, we are. Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. All right, you got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. You all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. Very plausible, Kaniques. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. See? Gretchen was right. Listen to the dogs, damn it. They are wise. Well, you tested it wrong. Wow, both Tabitha and Kanika. Coming together to... in the unlikeliest of circumstances. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I mean, it's a hatch. We can theorize all day long, but we could also open the hatch and use our eyeballs. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Have you tried considering that they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevasse. I'm going for it. Good on Stella for being, like, the one that just takes initiative. She's tearing up the carpet. She's opening the hatch. We're getting shit done because of Stella. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? I don't remember having company in this, like, netherworld thing. I wonder if this is because we're family. I wonder if this is because we're both of the blood. Ooh, this is interesting. This is an interesting development. Or I could just be remembering things wrong. That's very possible. I am terrible about things like this. Fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement? Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I might just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Understatement of the year. Something isn't right. It feels like the late summer afternoon. Yeah, that's what feels wrong. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. This... What was in that cream soda? Please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. Ew. Remain silent. Your thoughts frozen, trying to place what just happened to you. There's got to be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait. Do you hear music? Ah, hi there. How you doing? I forgot about that. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Bark, bark. Woof. Bark. Huh? Huh? You echo Tabitha's sentiment. Stella, it's us. Did you say Eddie? No one called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Snap her out of it. That's a face. You grab Stella by the shoulders, attempting to shake her from the trance, but as you try to pull her shoulder, it's as if she's held back by invisible ropes. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you'd understand what Father might do. Yep. I'm not scared of Father. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Wow, great job, you got me. You can stop now. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up, shut up! She's clearly possessed. By what? Edwardine Scarlet. Tabitha tenses. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. Whoop. See Daisy. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong... Yeah, like... This whole thing... Yeah, we took the wrong door. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. Let's see. We should hold it for safety, not because either of us is scared. Actually, that might be a good idea, but only because I don't want us getting separated. She takes your hand. It trembles slightly in yours. Let's go back, all right? The two of you turn back the way you came. Where did the annex go? Let's try the door. But there can't be anything behind it. It's just standing there. You ignore her, walking forward and reaching for the doorknob. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great, she couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Junior. Junior. Pack your things. Quickly. Hurry. Jesus, Rosalina, you shared this... Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Charlie and now Junior. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe they're the same person. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. The ghost is showing us its memories, isn't it? It's trying to communicate with us. If she weren't possessed, Stella would love this so much. It's true. It's true. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. As for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? I wonder if we should be paying attention to the symbolism in these rooms. That bleeding lamb portrait on the wall might be a good place to start. Ooh. And the pickaxe is probably emphasizing this place's connection to the mines. You can have fun doing that yourself. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. Sorry, my mouse is running out of battery. There we go. Ooh, shit. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I think there's more to this ghost than just the mine collapse. We're still missing a lot of the story here. What more could there possibly be? We get it, Ghost. You have trauma, but I've got some news for you. We all have trauma, and most of us don't use it as an excuse to trap people in some sort of psychedelic funhouse. But if we had the opportunity to, wouldn't we? Might be fun. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones. Even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? That's a good one. Yeah, who did you call on the phone? I'm curious about that. Friend of the family. Not that it matters, though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Huh. There's something there. All right, let's put our... What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shaw mine collapse in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. All right. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. You're outside, and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Hi there. I see you. What magic words do we have to say for you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Okay, these scenes are out of order. This one must be after the garden and after the collapse. That's exactly what I was thinking. This has to be after he met back up with Edwardine. Wait, what am I doing? I refuse to get invested in figuring out this weird little puzzle. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. Just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So Edwardine and Charlie. Let me just spoil it for you and say it doesn't work out. Her great-grandfather's name was not Charles. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. Besides that, I don't actually know much about the man. What happened to our parents? We talked about, assuming this ghost is Charlie, its parents were driven out of town after the Shaw mine collapse in 1918. Were you not paying attention? I'm sorry. The powers at work here are stronger than your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the hollow. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. I can identify some of the plants. Ooh. There's Jimson weed, monkshoot, and what's either Queen's Anne's lace or poison hemlock. Some pretty toxic stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, heavily associated with witches. Could explain the moon as well. Okay, so there are evil plants. How helpful. And the moon can mean anything. It probably just means that it's nighttime. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written down, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die. Whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocating flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. There you are. Oh, this is going to be an interesting thing. The two of them in the room together. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have found the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Yeah, let's talk. How did you get in here? You say that like it would be hard. Creatures like this are all smoke and mirrors, no substance, no real power, just enough to keep you both going in circles. Tabitha grabs your arm, her grip tight and nervous. We're getting out of here. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Hamperbutt. Why can't you do as I ask and stay out of trouble? You and Tabitha both. I don't know. I just have like some sort of predilection for it. That reminded me of a reasonable amount of trouble. But that girl won't let you, will she? Stella, is that her name? You leave Stella alone. Perhaps I should pay her a visit soon if she makes it out of here alive. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella? Tabitha, who the hell is he? If you see it again, ignore it, or better yet, run away. Come on, we need to keep moving. If that thing got in here, there must be a way out. Referring to it as a thing, that's interesting. We're definitely getting, like, with this playthrough, we're definitely getting closer to the whole Tabitha-Wayne relationship thing. The two of you step out from the brush and into the long wooden corridor, lined by bottles and rails. The figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone right now. Bottles and rails. There's liquor everywhere, and after the collapse, Senior was run out of town on a rail, hence all of the rails. That goat portrait back there is what the wounded lamb from the room with Rosalina's grew up to be, same as the goat head in the garden, as in Charles Jr. Charlie. Yeah, that seems to sum it up. Jeez, I kind of feel bad for the guy. Ugh, that's exactly what he wants us to feel, isn't it? Oscar looks so small and pathetic in that bed. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. The Enoch thing again. Spiteful to the end, wasn't he? You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. So wait, this is after the scene with Rosalina and before the scene with Stella. That sounds about right. Then the scene with Kanika. I wonder how many more of these are going to be. Damn it, boy, I may not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls to the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Well, into the bed we go. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. All right. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. I don't remember this scene before. Maybe, that doesn't mean I haven't had. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Okay, who's this? You keep asking me things like I know any better than you. We've both been seeing the same rooms. Yeah, but you're more knowledgeable of family history. Yeah, I just thought you might recognize stuff. It's not like this is exactly what the real world looks like, is it? How am I supposed to recognize anything when it's all messed up like this? That's a good point. For all we know, none of this even happened. Also a good point. And even if any of this did happen, who's to say this is even close to an accurate interpretation? We're watching the memories of a dead man. Also a good point. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. The castle, the goat knight, the unicorn. Are the estate. Charles Jr. and Edward Dean, I'm guessing. But that's definitely not her behind those bars. No, definitely not. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Tabitha's eyes go wide. But if this is the estate, is there a room with bars on the window? Shh, let it talk. I think this might be important. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. Oh, it's this door. I know this door. The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall, A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but I can't tell how much of this is real and how much is a metaphor. Stop talking, we might miss something. Oh, she's invested now. She's paying attention. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Why? Why should I leave? This guy has nobody to blame but himself. You hear that, Ghost? You were given every warning. You should have just left. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are very nice. Why don't you try a permanent vacation there? I'm going to remain silent. Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Stella? Remain silent. You maintain your silence. How does it know that? This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. Yeah, do you know where... Yeah, you do. I know you do. But do you know where in the estate we're supposed to be right now? If this is even a real place and not some sort of garbled mess of metaphor and memory, it would probably be in the Forbidden Wings. At least going off the location of the windows. It's been sealed off for at least a decade, though. There's no point thinking about it, okay? I don't want you getting any ideas and sneaking around and falling to your death through a hole in the floor. Come on, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place, hopefully. You and Tabitha walk after Stella and into the darkness. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Ugh, I don't know how, but this feels so much worse than the last room. Yap, yap, yap. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Neither of them ever left the shadow of their parents, did they? I guess not. I don't think either Charlie or Eddie really got what they wanted out of life. It doesn't justify what this ghost is doing, though. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it, though I wish I could move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Ah. That's too good not to do. Dang, even possessed Stella's out here trying to monetize hobbies. Oh, sorry, Tabitha. You're pissing off the ghost. A traveling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, we could go to towns along the beach. I heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish we can go back in time all those years ago and tell them what we know. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. The stage is full. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor at the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. We're the final performers, aren't we? We must be. Which one of us is going to open the door? I'm opening it. You carefully step toward the trapdoor. It creaks open, all on its own. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... Eddie? Yeah, I was going to be sacrificing myself on this time. I know I did it the first time, not the second, and yeah. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. So Edwardine was a murderer. I'm sure she had a good reason. This isn't very fair, you know. We only saw one side of the story. It's not like we can even get to Edwardine's perspective on things, unless she's also a ghost. Let's hope she isn't. What now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Tabitha's the one you want. Well, let's let it continue. Oh, yes? Yes? All right, we'll do yes. What? Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please, I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it is absolutely not fair. You gotta be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. And what happens if we refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I'll let it continue. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. Oh, Sybil. Hi, Sybil. It makes me wonder if she's the witch that they were talking about, if she was the one that handed them the map. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others. They're safe. I got your call, Tabitha. Oh! Oh! Okay. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that our problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think I know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You are the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. You take a step towards the spotlight. As you move forward, you feel Tabitha's hand on your shoulder. Hamperbutt, what are you doing? Where are Oscar and Rosalie going to live if I don't do this? Yeah. Is that what you're worried about? Good God, don't give up years of your life just for somebody's rental. I own properties. I can let them rent for me. I'll even throw in a discount. Well, what if somebody wanders into the end and gets stuck in this labyrinth of impossible rooms? Then we'll close up the library. No! Libraries need to be open. Why give up something like years of your life to some ghost who might not even be telling the truth? This is what family's for, right? No, I'm not letting something like this happen to you. Let's get this over with. Oh. I was supposed... Wait. Hey, now. Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up? Jumana. Okay. This is definitely a new avenue. This playthrough is going exceedingly well, and we're getting a lot more information. Thank you for your guidance, Jumana. This has been much more illuminating with the lore. You come to in a basement. It's cold and wet, and a mound of dirt sits before you. Tabitha's hand breaks through the dirt. She claws her way out of the ground, gasping for breath. It's for the best, dear. You okay? Your cousin doesn't say anything in response. Is she okay, Sybil? She's in shock right now. Having a spirit rip out part of you isn't exactly a pleasant experience. She should recover, though. Mostly. Don't talk about me like I'm not here. See? She'll be fine. Tabitha mutters something under her breath. You'll be fine, dear. Just be sure to drink plenty of tea. I don't have an option to ask her why she did it. I mean, I can ask why her, but that's not asking. It's quite the same thing. Well, take a gander. You step forward to peer into the pit your cousin clawed her way out of. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, and sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. The spirit's remains are down there, I assume? Yeah, just like the stone carving. Fascinating. Perhaps it's linked to what happened here. Regardless, I'll make sure the body gets a proper burial. Yeah, why her? She invited you here. It didn't seem right that you should bear that kind of burden for the both of you. Well, we'll just go down the list. Where is everyone else? They're safe outside. I felt it best to make sure they got out before anything else could happen. Good on the two of you for sorting out the unfinished business holding that poor creature here. This place is no longer a threat to anyone. How did you get in here? Spirits like this are predictable. Once I understood what it wanted, it wasn't too difficult to see through its illusions. Come on, Tabitha. Let's get out of here. Tabitha stumbles to her feet and walks with you to the stairs. The ghost wasn't lying about wanting years of her life. The lines on her face now mark your cousin as on the cusp of middle age. She doesn't look a whole lot different, not gonna lie. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm parked just over there. Let's head back. I feel like shit. Tabitha doesn't wait for a response, pushing past you and heading towards the car. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what you all were planning to do. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you'd learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so sore. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm going to be hurting for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. Mom, this is no time for tea. The girl's just lost a leg. She needs real medication. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe. And besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure you have that much of a grasp on the real and unreal? Hamper butt, is it? I knew that Tabitha had a heart of gold. I'd say I didn't believe it happened, but she looks awful right now. I don't know what to say. Tell her she has my deepest gratitude. And that I'm so sorry. I don't know how I can possibly make this up to her. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. I can't believe I let any of you go in there. How could I have been so careless? You couldn't have known what was going to happen. I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Is Stella okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Yeah, let's go talk to her. I'm going to go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful, and I don't think my dear Stella's having an easy time with it. Oh, hey, Hamperbutt. I'm here if you need me. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. I guess she hit her limit. Yeah, she took the brunt of it. Should we go after her? And nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. There's another carving in there that keep giving me visions. Leave it at that. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me, too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Hamperbutt, if you have the time, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea after you've had the chance to get some rest. Yeah, I ran into Wayne. You got any revelations on that? Wait, are you serious? Should we be worried about her? Yeah, leave it at that. I'll make sure Stella knows what's going on. There was someone else in there, but that's my house. Rosaline and I live there. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Hamperbutt for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Yeah, I should head back with Tabitha. And I should probably head back inside. It's starting to get chilly out and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will, thank you. All of you. Again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Hamperbutt. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. I guess it's just the two of us now. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know things would be like this. Are you kidding? That was incredible. You were incredible. And judging from the looks of things, Tabitha, surprisingly enough, was incredible. Not many people would have done what she did back there. I know it wasn't exactly the kind of evening we thought it'd be, but that was the kind of experience I think a lot of people would kill for. My body hurts, my soul is unsettled, but honestly, do it all over again. Thanks, Hamperbutt. I really appreciate you inviting me along. Anyway, I better head home and get some rest. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Tell Tabitha I hope she feels better soon. See you around, Hamperbutt. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. Let's go back. The ride back is nearly silent. Tabitha is visibly exhausted, her face drawn and pale. Fresh furrows had formed at the corners of her mouth and at the edges of her eyes, and her once uniformly sandy blonde hair is painted with streaks of white. I'm gonna guess that this is why did you step in? Sybil was right. It wouldn't have been fair to you. Oh, alright. Let's ride in silence. You know what? Thanks. I mean it. We're family. We do things for each other. No need to thank me. Alright, now we'll ride in silence. As the car pulls up to the estate, you and your cousin wordlessly make your way to the foyer. Tabitha noticeably strains to open the front door. I've never been so tired in all my life. I'm going to bed. Please don't get sucked into any more ghost dimensions before I can wake up and rescue you again. Let's not poke the bear any further. She clearly wants to rest. Let's let her rest. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days. That's all. And then the bus comes. I'd like to stay in touch. Maybe we could do that. It's been kind of lonely being the only Scarlet in our generation. It would be nice to have someone else in the family. We'll see how things go. Anyway, good night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Sorry, I clicked it before I saw your message. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your cousin's life. The specter of the night's events will linger over her for every day she has left. Sorry. A grim reminder of the price she willingly paid for the crimes of a great-grandmother she despised. Maybe her decision will bring her peace of mind. Maybe she can still right the capsized ship of her broken life. Or maybe things will only spiral out of hand from here. Episode 4 awaits.